He's the master of slapping, master of slapping, master slapper 23. Hello guys, it's Master Slapper here, and we are back for the first episode. Figured out that the little bird didn't work. So instead, since we had the iron for it, we made this. And I really like this. I mean, it's like an attack copter, and it's really good. And in this episode, like I said, we're going to find sand in a desert biome, so we can start making the sandstone for our house. And yeah, so let's get in. I mean, this is early game, guys. This is the second episode, and look at, that's why I love MCLE. Flans Mod would still be working on getting our first biplane. Okay, so now let's press R, put the fuel in. And you guys might hear it, and we are all ready. We have fuel. Now, I'm just going to lift off and hope we find a desert biome. Maybe a bit laggy when we're flying, but I hope it's not too bad. Never recorded while flying before, but okay. It's a little bit laggy. Not something extremely bad, but oh, there's another metal biome over here. That's cool. Okay, the chunks aren't loading, and we get a lag spike. It's not too bad. We're an attack copter. Good, pull up. Okay. Now, maybe just find a desert biome or someplace that has a lot of sand. And this is not good. We will find a desert biome eventually, but right now we are just flying. About to crash into the ground because I suck at flying. But anyways, okay, this is getting a little bit scary. Chunks are unloading. Okay, I'm pulling up. This is quite challenging. I guess we could stop and get some sand here with a lag spike. Ah! Okay. That's a little bit of a cheesy landing, but there's sand. Ooh, ice plane spikes. That's cool. We can make like an outpost there or something. Because what, only 1,000 blocks away? That's not that far by flight, so that'll be pretty cool. And I forgot, oh yeah, shovel. I'm going to craft some shovels out of sapphire, so we can get the sand here. Preferably sandstone, but I want to go far away so I don't really like grief the land by where we are. And we shouldn't be able to see this from our house. Unless, of course, it has a really good view and you have really good chunk loading, you're not going to be able to see this. And as much sand as possible, because then we'll turn it into sandstone. Then with a chisel, we can make our house out of that. As crazy as it sounds, we are already getting stuff for our mansion. Now, I'm not going to be building a base in this series, like an underground base laboratory type style with like reactors everywhere. I'm gonna be building more of like a mansion house-ish. But then there's gonna be some underground base parts to it as well, where the turbines are and stuff. But I want to keep it sort of realistic because I like realistic builds a lot, and I really like Corrales. And that's where I got. And that's when I started building his Italian villas, and now, and then after I built the villa, I learned how to build the mansion, and I started making mansions of my own, and they worked out pretty good. And so then I thought, what can I do to one of Corrales' builds in a modded version of Minecraft and save so much more building blocks? And I've been working on imagining single player out of Sandstone, and I think it looks really good, so I decided I'm going to make something like that for the Let's Play. But hopefully we find sandstone under all the sand. And then we'll head over to that ice playing spikes over there, and we could set up like an outpost or something there, a little helipad. Maybe once we get into the later game, we can set up like a runway there so jets can land. The jets can land, it's not very realistic and it's quite challenging. But I would like to have this to be a little bit more realistic, and we should set up at least a little runway there. But we're gonna have to get a builder's wand, which needs like unstable ingots and stuff. Unstable ingot, which needs division sigil, which can be found in dungeons or by killing the wither. So that's gonna be kind of hard to get. But once we get the builder's wand, we should be able to make stuff really quickly. And it looks like we're getting quite a bit of sand here, which is good. Now we're getting down to the sandstone so that we can just get that instead of having to mine sand. Dig sand, mine sand. I don't know. Same thing. It's called Minecraft, okay, so. If you guys know any other mod packs or anything, I preferably like mod packs that have like more building stuff in them. But if you guys know of any mod packs that I would probably like, just comment, and I might do a Let's Play or something on it. But let's make sandstone. It's not going to be enough, but it's getting resources, so let's just get all this here. And by the way, in the last episode, you didn't really see much. I just finished our mining trip, got some iron, kind of found a cave to the entrance, and went back to base. And then all I did was cook the iron and then make the helicopter for a surprise for you guys, since the other one didn't work. It's sort of crappy anyways. Well, the other one didn't work because it sort of crashed my game when I tried to put fuel in it. And yeah, that's the story. That's it. But let's get the sandstone here. It's gonna look like somebody griefed it when I'm done with this place. That's why I like going pretty far away from our base, so that we don't make any like ugly things near our base. Now let's go make a sapphire pickaxe. Yeah, see, it's just like a crater. Let's go make some sapphire picker 2. And we can continue getting the sandstone. Yeah. Continue this. And then love the chisel mod because it adds so many blocks. I couldn't have built this whole mansion without chisel. It's mostly for me, it's mostly chisel and carpenter's mod. Oh crud. But I like those the most because of how they we can do like a bunch of different stuff like carpenters. I actually need to look at what it costs for a wedge. Carpenter's blocks, so just some wood. And that'll make 6 wedges, just like standard recipe with sticks. Yeah, all carpenters is wood, and you can make incredible stuff out of it. And I'm going to be using a lot of carpenter's wedges for this mansion also. Because I'm going to make like these tower things, like you guys will see, but anyways, I think that's about enough sandstone for now. And let's go set up the waypoint. And we should be on our way. I love MC Heli so much. I mean, this looks so realistic compared to just Flans, which is just a bunch of squares. Okay, we might want to make a chisel since I've been talking about it. It's really cheap. You just saw me craft it, and then just put the blocks in here, and it's got a really good durability for how cheap it is. Okay, so what we're gonna need is, I'll chisel it later, but let's put all this here. Sort, inventory, and we can put this down here. But let's go set up the outpost. Might be sort of hard to land over there. Might be sort of, I might think about just like, I don't need these books actually. Might think about just walking over there, and I don't know what the heck that was. How was like a Skype glitch or something. Whatever. But okay, let's just go fly over there. See, we've got plenty of fuel. It's not too fuel consuming. We've got our sandstone, instead of having to walk all over there. Maybe we could set up an outpost like on a mountain or something. Good. Okay, pull up. Okay. Hover mode is space. Okay, space. Set up a waypoint. So know where we can land. Free look, left control. 5. Okay. We can land here. It looks easy. But okay. Ouch. See, I mean, that's just sort of cheesy, but I mean, one wheel on one block. But it'll still work. Now we can set a waypoint here. J. Waypoints. New. Outpost. 1. Red. save. Outpost 1. Okay. Now we can head back to base. If I can get into the chopper. And we'll crash into that, but whatever. Head back. This way. And this is just a terrain look. This seed's really cool. And if you guys want the seed, just comment below. And I'll be sure to put the seed in the next episode in the description, but if you want the seed. Oh, there's horses down there. Okay. Let's just go home. Altitude is pretty low. Let's get. Okay. We're fine. That's the convenience. Traveling 1,000 blocks in like less than a minute. And this isn't even a jet. This is the slow version. I'll be sure to make like a helipad and some things for the house also. Okay, we're back in the meadow biome. Let's go land. Furnace is still cooking. Yeah. Cheesy landing, I know. But we gotta get stuff done, and wow. We can start on our house. I guess, you guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. We didn't really do much, I know, but I think it's getting a little bit long. Ooh, we can get strawberries. I think it's getting a little bit long for this episode. So, can break. That's weird. But I think that's it for this episode, guys. And I hope to see you in the next one. And love to see your guys' comments if you have any. And love to see your guys' comments and ideas. And if you have anything to let me know, just comment. Please like if you like the video and subscribe. It really helps. And thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope to see you in the next one.